man, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not home, so I'm. I guess the hotel. And um, so I'm starting a league. I'm doing it. I'll give you some details on the league. It's a $10 entry. A easy number or something like that. I'll throw my money in or whatever and make it just a good even number. Like if let's say 22 people join, it's going to be a regular pick'em league. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna disconnect the video and you guys can just. All right, guys. So sorry about what's going on. I don't know why it's acting up like that. The video itself is not letting me play, so I would just give everything to you um, vocally here through speech, and you guys won't be able to see my pretty face. So, as I was saying, this is going to be the first video to start. Um, or the first year going to be doing this league. Now, this league is not a regular fantasy league like uh, other YouTube members are doing, where you got to pick your play and this and that. This is a pick'em league. What a pick'em league is every week you have 16 games. Out of those 16 games, you're to pick the winner of those games. So let's say week one, the Dolphins are playing. Who would pick? Who you would think would win, Dolphins or New England? I think the Dolphins are going to win that game, so I'm going to pick Dolphins, and so forth for each game of that week. Every week you will pick again your 16 games all over again, every week until playoffs. When playoffs comes, you will also pick into the playoffs. I've done this before with people that I've done at work, and what happens is a lot of times after the regular season and we get into the playoffs, a lot of guys are really close. Let's say one person has, I'm just throwing out a number, 20 winning, the other guy has 19, and another guy has 19, and the other guy has 18. And it makes it so close like that to where if you go into the playoffs, one game can make a big difference. So I'm making it so where it goes into all the way to the Super Bowl. So that way, if there's a tie at the end and we're at the Super Bowl and it's 1-1, um, there's that tiebreaker. Now, if for any reason during the 16 weeks, I get 15 games right and you guys get 15 games right, okay? The tiebreaker will be the Monday night game, total points for each team that scores. So, let's say the Dolphins are playing New England Monday night. I'm going to say the Dolphins are going to score 25 and New England's going to score 25. So it's going to be 50 points. So I'm going to put down, I think the Dolphins are going to win and 50 points. So now, when it becomes that tiebreaker is where it becomes the points. Let's say the Dolphins win, okay, by 50. Let's say the Dolphins win and it's 53 points total between both teams. I picked 50, but you picked 51. You would win that tiebreaker for that week. So you will points and so forth and so on. So this one is fairly easy. You don't have to pick new players. They're not stuck with new players every week, having to draft them out or anything like that. This is just a game-winning kind of league. You're just picking your team that you think that's going to win, and so forth, and move on. Very, very easy. Very, very simple. Depending on the amount of players that join the league is depending on what the grand prize will be. Um, I'm not gonna have a first, second, third, fourth. Right, it's gonna be everybody that joins and gets in, joins in with $10, and it'll be throughout the entire season. Not every week you have to give $10. It's just the initial sign up of $10, and however many people play. So if there's 25 people that play, it's $250 is the grand prize, and that goes to the winner at the end of the season. Um, it becomes very fun and very easy. It doesn't become as hard as when you do fantasy with players and your PPRs and stuff like that. You know, it kind of stresses you out a little bit. A player gets hurt, you have to trade that player or sit them out, put something else in the bench. So you have to kind of stay on top of that a lot. To where these, um, the day before the first week or the day before, so let's say you have your Thursday night game. So on Wednesday, you just sit down, you pick your 16 teams that you think are going to win, you put your total points at the bottom, press enter, and you're good to go. Very simple, very done, very easy, and it's all done. Um, so if you'd want to join the league, um, follow me on Twitter. Might send you the link so you can join. Again, if you join now, if you join the league, you spend your $10. You go 3 weeks, everything is fine. The fourth week comes, you forget to make your picks. You will lose out points on that week. Now, don't think that because you lost out those points, you're gonna stop playing the game. Each game you win is 1 point. Each game you lose, you don't get a point. It's very simple like that. There's a lot of weeks where you get a lot of games that you think is like, okay, the Kansas City against the Jets. Everybody picks Kansas City and the Jets win. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of weeks where you get a lot of those games where it's like, what the hell? So people don't make points. So just because you miss a week and you don't make your picks for that week, don't think that you're out of it for good. Also, I've seen people throughout my years of doing this, of doing leagues like this for work and stuff like that. I've seen people be in second and third place all season long. They've been in second and third place, or grabbing each week they get second or third place or something like that, and they're the ones that have won it, and they've never gotten first place at all. Why? Because it's an accumulation of the points that you get for each week throughout the entire season. So it's a lot easier than fantasy football and you having to pick your players. It's just an easy pick 'em league. You pick your team that you're just going to win and you move on. Very, very simple. The way I have it set up is 5 minutes before the first game of the week is when it closes. So if you don't have your picks in before 5 minutes um, before that game, you're done. You're stuck. Oops, sorry, wouldn't want to be you. So make sure that you get your picks in by Wednesday is the way that I do it. Every Wednesday, that's when I do my picks. Um, so that way I don't lose out or anything like that. Plus, you want to wait as long as possible so that way in case players get hurt or play put on the injury list or something like that, you can go ahead and change. Now, say you make your date. They're not set in stone until 5 minutes before the game. So you can go back in and change your picks. So what I would do is I would make my picks, and as the week progresses and you hear things that happen, then I would go back in and change my picks. That's how I do it. So that way I make sure that that at least I have some type of pick in every week and I don't lose out on those points. So again, if you want to join the league, this is the first year I'm doing it with YouTube. I usually do it at work with a lot of the guys at work. So I have a league that I'm doing with the gentleman at work, and I said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do a league with my YouTube community also. So if you guys want to join the league, follow me on Twitter. Let me know, send me a message that you want to join the league, and I will give you the link for it. It's completely free to download, but if you want to join, it's $10 um, to join. So it's just an initial $10. Winner takes all at the end of the season. Again, I'm going to explain everything all over again so that way everybody knows what's going on. This is a regular pick'em league. You're not picking players. You're not picking points or PPR or nothing like that, or the spread or nothing. This is just you think this team is going to win over this team. All 16 games every week. Okay? It's also going into the playoffs. So it doesn't end when the playoffs start. It goes all the way to the Super Bowl. Even at the Super Bowl, you have that last pick of who you think is going to win. Now, if one week there is um, a tie to where one person has 15 picks and another person has 15 picks, the way the tiebreaker is on Monday, that Monday night game, there will be a points on the bottom. The the uh, the addition of both teams' points scored, or what you think both teams are going to score, add those points up together, and you put it in that box. So in other words, if you think one team is going to score 25 points and score 26 points, then you put in that box 51 points. The player that gets closest to or the exact number of points is the one that wins that tiebreaker. So it makes it very simple, very easy, and it becomes very fun. Especially, I have a, a few subscribers on here, so if you guys join, it would be a big grand prize that you guys win. Think about it. If there's 50 people that join at $10, that's a $500 pot for whoever the winner is. Now, the more people that join, the harder it becomes. You see what I'm saying? But I think that I don't want to limit it to everybody. I know that I put on the thing limited spots, but I don't think that I want to limit it. I think I want to leave it open for anybody to join. If anybody can join, and that way you guys can interact and you guys can meet new people and all that stuff too. There's no trades. There's no um, people getting hurt or nothing like that. You know that the teams are going to play each week, so you know the pick that you're going to get. Again, my tip is usually on Tuesday after the Monday night game. So on Tuesday, I'll make my picks. It doesn't close till 5 minutes before the first game of the week. So 5 minutes before the Thursday night game is when it closes. So where you can't change anything, and if you don't make your picks by then, you lose out. For that Thursday night game, you want to make sure that you have all your picks in. So what I do is on Tuesday after the Monday night game, I make my picks for the following week. Throughout the week, I'll hear things. Oh, let's say Lawrence from the Jaguars. He got hurt, so he's not playing next week. Then I'll go back in there and I'll change my pick from Jacksonville winning to somebody else winning, depending on who they're playing and stuff like that. So in other words, it doesn't close, so you make your picks, so that way in case you forget, at least you have picks made already, and at least you have somewhat of a chance to win points, even though something might change. So what I do is I make my picks on Tuesday, and throughout the week I will go back in and I'll change it. I'll change my picks depending on if players get hurt, if a team gets COVID, or whatever the news is for that week. Every week you pick your 16 teams again. Every week, every week, every week, every week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way to the end, all the way to the Super Bowl. So even in the playoffs, you're also making picks in the playoffs. So, um, if you want to join, follow me on Twitter and let me know that you want to join the league. I will send out the invitation to you, so that way you can join. Um, I don't want to put it underneath the video because I don't want to get a surprise of a bunch of people just joining and joining and joining. I prefer to know who's joining and all that stuff. Every week, I will talk about the league, um, and I'll have a panel up. So if you guys want to jump on and join, and we can talk about why you changed your pick or why you thought that this team was going to win and so forth. And every week, I'm going to have a panel about it. So it's going to be fun. Definitely different from what everybody else is doing on YouTube. Everybody's doing the fantasy league where you're picking your players and all that stuff. So I think I would do something different, and I would make it a regular pick'em league instead of fantasy. So again, if you want to join, follow me on Twitter and ask to join the league, and I will send you the link. Again, I'm sorry for not being able to have the video. I don't know what is going on with StreamYard, or maybe it's the internet here at the hotel. As you guys know, I work in the oil field, so I work out of state all the time, and I travel everywhere. Right now, I am in Ohio working, so I don't know if it's the internet here at the hotel or if it's StreamYard themselves having issues, but the video keeps cutting in and out. So I figured, you know what, screw it, I just put a back screen on there, and I'll just talk to you guys directly. So again, I appreciate all you guys for taking the time out to come and watch the video. If you guys want to join, just follow me on Twitter, send me a message, and I will give you the link to join. All right. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, a fantastic week. I don't know. Did you guys hear? I just want to put this out. Did you guys hear that Xavier Howard threw the first pitch for the Marlins game this last week? I thought that was pretty cool. And on top of that, he threw a strike. A nice ball. He's not really a good baseball player or a good pitcher, but he did throw a strike, so that was pretty cool. And another news that I think you guys should know, unless you guys don't know about it, is Fedulem got placed on the injury reserve. So the Dolphins went out and picked up Justin Bethel, which is good. Justin Bethel is a veteran cornerback, a 3-time Pro Bowler. So it's not like we picked up some Joe Schmo or nothing like that. At least we have a good player to go out there and take Byron's place in the meantime while Byron gets going. You never know. He could be better than Byron. You never know. But all that being said, that's the news that I have for you, and the fantasy that I have for you guys, or the league that I have for you guys this year. This is the first year I'm going to do it. If by any chance, which I highly doubt this, but by any chance there isn't more than enough players on the league, I want to have a minimum of at least 10 players. So out of all the subscribers that I have, I'm pretty sure there's 10 of you guys out there that are football fanatics like I am, and we can get this league going. So if by any chance, by some weird chance, 10 players do not join, or I don't have at least 10 players, shout out to the players that are in the league already that have signed up, and I'll ask you guys if you guys want to do it or continue or whatever. If there's not at least 10, if there is 10, you better bet your butts that this league is going. Make your picks. All right. For any weird chance, if it doesn't, I will refund you guys the $10 that you guys have put into the game, so that way you guys don't lose out on your money or anything like that. All right. So appreciate you guys coming out and hearing the news that I have for you guys and the new league that I'm doing for you guys. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's going to be an awesome, and I think it's different than from what everybody else is doing. Also, there's no limit. I know I put limited spots on the picture up there, but there is no limit. I changed my mind because I figured the more people that join, the bigger the pot. And again, if let's say if 23 people join, I'm just gonna make it an even 250. I'll pay that out of my money or out of my pocket or whatever, just to make it a nice even number instead of it being a weird $230 or you know what I mean. So I just make it an even nice number so you guys, and you never know. Depending on how many players join, you never know if I'll add another 100 or 200 on top. That way, make it a nice little jackpot for you. So again, this is a winner takes all. Person at the end of the NFL season with the most amount of wins will win the grand prize. There's no second place. There's no third place. It just makes it easy. Um, that way, so that way there's no confusion on who's winning, who's second place, or not. You better win. You better make your picks right, because if not, you ain't winning. All right. And second, there is no second place winner. If you ain't first, you ain't winning. So, love you guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you guys stay safe, um, stay humble, and go Fins. Peace.